Hello, everybody, and welcome to Fireside. I am here. My name is Tcmano, and I am joined by slugmundo. How you doing, Slug?
Yo, I'm doing good. It's exciting to see MILKIES play. I was on their team last season. I was their demo. So obviously I'm gonna have maybe a little bit of a bias this game, but I'll try to keep it a little even.
That's all right. That's all right. I'm coming in here with a little bit of bias towards Alan Gaiman myself. I saw their last
Okay.
match. I saw their last match against football team. I was impressed. I was impressed. They took the
hmm
dub, and but now we're on clear cut. It's been 5 CP up until now. Clear cut, kind of a new map. Teams they don't pug this. This is a bit new. What do you think? What do you think going on here? What are your early predictions right off the bat? I want to hear them.
I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be close. Both teams are 3-1 right now. Both teams have honestly, at least in this season of Div 1, anyone really could win it, gonna be honest. But I think I think we have to say Milky's win. I'm gonna say Milky's win 4-2.
Milkies win 4-2. All right. I'm gonna go opposite you. Allen Gaming. I saw what they did. I was really impressed by Roe and Tony, the soldiers of Allen Gaming, because their bombs were just very well coordinated and well executed. And on clear cut, soldiers, it's high bomb city. That's really the only thing you can do on soldiers. So I think if their synergy is as good as it was on Gully, then I think they can be able to they can take this and do some sneaky plays and go behind.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes. Yeah.
Sure. All right. If we look at the teams right now, we got over on the side of Allen Gaming on scouts, we got Yerb and we got Bumbo. On the soldiers, we got Tony and we got Clean Buddy. On the demo, we got Hunter 2.0, and on the medic, we have Dylan. All fairly experienced players, I would say. All like well-known names, I would say.
Yes. And then on the side of Milky's, we've got Big Bang Campaign, Scarps as the scouts, Glopers and Proton as the soldiers, Pando or Pandu as the demo, and then Luddy as the medic. I don't know all of these names, but most of them are pretty familiar to me, like Glopers and Proton. I think
Totally.
um, I've heard before. So, they've been doing well so far in the season. So, I expect really good things out of both of these teams, to be honest here.
Yeah, me too. I think this will be a good game to watch.
Yeah. And we do have 11 in the server just waiting on one more on the side of Allen Gaming. But, I so from what you know of these teams, do you think they're gonna run like any off classes? I don't think Clear Cut's that big of a sniper map, but
Um,
it's COP, what wacky
Yeah.
plays can be
Well,
made.
I do know, I'm not sure if they're going to implement it tonight, but I do know Milky's were trying out some Jets Mini Sentry NG,
Oh,
which
really?
is a little interesting, definitely a little interesting, but I feel like I don't know, we'll see. Aside from that, I don't think anyone on Milky's does any crazy off-classing.
Okay.
Um, and yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure if AG is going to snipe a lot either, so we'll see.
Yeah, from what I saw from their game, it really just looked like they were heavily relying on the soldiers to get work done. They didn't really have any big off classes themselves, and that mini century NG is a very interesting idea. I've seen a lot of teams run a heavy once they have
hmm
mid to deny that like a 4 man. So maybe we'll see some putas out here tonight. Always fun. Maybe
Yeah,
not for the
totally.
enemy team, but
We'll see, but I think for the most part tonight this game is going to be pretty vanilla. I don't think we're going to
yes,
see any crazy unlocks or anything like that. Honestly, it'd be neat to see some crits, but it is Koth after all, so we'll have to see.
yes, we will have to see how the teams are feeling. I think there's a bit of discussion whether or not to if people are verified and tagging up and all that good stuff. So the players they're just warming up, they're practicing their shots. And I do see Rowe on the sniper pre-game. Not gonna say he's gonna go it, but we might be in for a surprise.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I think. Oh, and as I say that, we go live
All right. Yes, this is gonna be the first mid of Allen Gaming versus Milkies. Take it away, Slug.
for sure. We have Panda rolling out to the left side, Hunter going left side respectively. Spam from up top. Big Pipe's actually connecting from Pandu. Hunter getting spam across point. AG taking a lot of early high ground, denying a soldier instantly as Big Bang Campaign is trying to get aggressive on the left there. Aside from
Yeah,
that, both teams are re-healing right now, and we're going to see if another team makes a move.
yeah, it looks like Blue's slowly taking control of his midpoint. As I say that, Tony and Europe get 2 picks on the side of Milkies, and it looks like Milky's just going to go right back to their spawn. Probably going to build up. They did keep their medic alive in Luddy, so they don't have to 4-man right here.
Yeah,
As I say
AG
that,
doing an aggressive forward here though, so we'll have to see if Milky's will be able to break this, or if it'll just buy time and AG will retreat.
yeah, this is
And it
very
looks like that's what they're
interesting.
doing.
Yeah, I haven't seen many forward holds at all on this map, so that was a very interesting play on the side of Alan Gang. It did buy them a little bit of time, which is the name of the game in CoF. So really good
Yeah,
damage
totally.
coming out here from Alan Gaming right now, just trying to stuff Milky's aggression back in. As I say that, they are on the point, and they do use Uber
Aggressive
onto
is,
Scarfs.
yeah, right across point though, they find a pick on Proton, and it looks like Blue has really good height control here, and they're just going to be able to keep on the point.
Yeah, does look like Alan Gaming is just gonna take control of this mid and keep it out. And they didn't use Uber at all.
Yeah,
Dylan
actually, that's a
has
good point. I didn't notice that
100%.
either.
Yeah, so this is gonna
That's one of
be.
those risks that you run when you only take a scout and a solo Uber through the point, is that sometimes you just beef.
Yeah,
With a
you
demo,
don't
it just
connect
makes
the
it so much
shots.
easier.
Yeah, it's not too good on the side of Milky's right now, but you know, it's pretty early on in the match. But Alan Gaming gonna be having this 100% Uber. As I say that, a big bomb in from Proton going all the way behind
It
as
should be a
the
4-man,
yes, they
and
do
Dylan
get
will
the Uber out.
use.
They do get the Uber
Yeah,
force out.
that was an interesting play from AG. They hit in the other team's shack. So they were expecting, normally on this map, the medics will kite towards their shack, but they chose to opt toward the other team's shack. So it kind of threw them off for guard, but they managed to find the medic. Letting now
Yeah.
with full Uber ad, and we'll see how they take it.
Yeah, so a very good play on the side of Milky's, what they need to be done. There's no Ubers in the scenario. Actually, as they say that, they do have 100%, so I'm interested to see how they use that. Ideally, they don't have to, and if they're jumping Blue's roof right here, a good deny on the side of Tony.
Proton dies
Bumbo,
though.
yeah, taking down Proton, that's not good, as
Dylan is
Milky's
caught.
just use
Dylan
their
is caught.
Uber.
Oh my gosh, Dylan lives. Huge kite from Dylan. Very
Yeah,
low, 10 HP, and they are not able to find the medic.
yeah, that's a really great kite on the side of Allen Gaming. They were almost in the mulch zone, but they managed to get out. They keep Dylan alive, as he said, and he's going to be coming up on that 100% Uber. And, you know, in that
I
time,
don't know if Milky's has time. Milky's
yeah,
might
they
just have to
didn't even
drive by
get the
this. There's only
point.
30 seconds right now.
They really need to do something right here. So they're going to push out onto their roof. A big, nice high bomb from Proton.
Both
Both
soldiers going
soldiers,
behind here.
yeah.
Looking for a collapse probably in the last 20 seconds of this round. Potentially. Big Bang campaign will go down. Big trades from both teams right now. 4v4 scenario. Dylan does have Uber still, but we'll see if he manages to drop any players. He uses 10 seconds left in the game.
Yeah, and then the counter Uber out coming out from Milky's right now to just try and see if they can get anything. It is overtime right now. They have to get on the
But no
point,
one
but
is
no
on
one's
point.
on it. Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm not sure if they would have won that slug, but you know, you have to get on the point.
True. I don't know. It definitely seemed like it was winnable. A 4v4, and they had a little bit less, a little more Uber. It was doable, but still. A 3-0 perfect round from the side of AG.
Yeah. So hopefully Milky's can change something up here on this mid. A nice high bomb in
Tony
from Tony
instantly
getting,
behind.
yeah, getting straight back in, going out through the house. Gonna try
Galopus
and
with a
do
similar
something.
bomb. Letty trying to surf here. Super hurt. We'll see if he will be followed up. Tony behind though will find 2 picks. Maybe even 3 here.
Oh my god,
Big Bang
yeah.
campaign will find him.
Tony, yeah, he's getting 2, and Bombo gets the 1 onto Galopers, so that is going to be kind of like a nice just pincer play from Alan Gaming.
Yeah,
you know?
huge.
Yeah, you had Tony from main just jumping up onto Milky's red. Milky's house, sorry. And yeah, it was just very well done. And what do you think Milky's has to do to get back into this game, Slug? Like, what's the missing piece?
It seems like AG is just taking aggression first. One of their soldiers will always instigate, and they're just able to follow up almost instantly as he goes behind. I think that they just have to make that aggression here. AG is also taking really good high control throughout the majority of these fights, and it's not really letting even Milky's get a clean sack in right now. They're not even able to get to a point, but Dylan does use...
Oh my god, Gloper! Oh my god! Gloper's a nice 2 air shots onto Tony. Tony giving him the NS, you know, respect, respect in the chat. And a really, really good play from Milkies to get that Uber Force out. I mean, a really good play from Alan Gaming to get that Uber Force out from Luddy. And so we're gonna try and come
Other way
back in
around.
here. Yeah, the other way around. Milky's gonna come out here with their full Uber charge. Gonna try
Yeah.
and hopefully cap for the first time in this game.
MILKIES with very aggressive high ground presence here. This is looking a little promising. They find a pick onto Bumbo. This might be a trade, unless Gloopers live. Gloopers will live. Everyone on MILKIES living and edging point. Oh, but Scarfs get caught up to 2 stickies. They have to... We're gonna see if they'll let that even out here, but again, Alan Gaming just always on top of their shack and just raining spam.
Yeah, Milkies did use their Uber there. Got one pick onto Tony, but it is traded down out on the Proton. And it just felt like they were trying to not have to use, but they just like were dropping players. And as Alan Gaming comes in to retake this point with their player ad, Milkies is kind of forced back to back to their yard. And I don't know, they just can't seem to keep control of a point at all. You know, they don't have the presence.
Yeah, it seemed like they were a little afraid to use that Uber when I think if the Uber there wouldn't have been that bad. But we'll see. Dylan's set up in his shack. Huge bunker right now. It looks like Luddy is just probably going to wait until the Uber here. So we'll see how this exchange goes. They have Gloopers going behind, drawing some eyes, making the entrance a little easier for Milky's here. Big Bang campaign on top of the blue shack as well, doing a lot right now. 2 picks, sorry, have been found. This looks like this should be a promising exchange for Milky's here, as long as they don't drop anyone. Clean Buddy also found, nice.
Oh my god. Yeah, this
and
is
it's just a very clean exchange. Proton jumps away from Dylan.
Oh.
Oh, or was that Glopers? Oh, he was right beside Dylan, but Dylan manages to get out. But it's not going to mean much. Luddy will still have about 30 ad, and we'll see how that comes into play.
Yeah. And for once, it seems like Milkies are kind of in the dominant position, at least temporarily, on this mid. So I'm interested to see how they actually hold this. Maybe their holds are better than their aggression.
Find a pick on Europe here. This will slow down AG's push. But Glopers found in the corner.
Oh, he's
we'll get
so
traded up
low.
by Dylan.
Oh, Dylan with the crossbow on the Glopers. And
under a little isolated on the left here.
Yeah.
But we'll see how they choose to opt to break this. Luddy's still... a bit of a lag, but
yeah.
We do have about 40 ads still on the side of Luddy. So we'll see if that comes into play.
Bumbo just aggressive here.
Will die, but they do drop Pandu. And Proton will die as well. So this has to be a pretty big solo Uber right now for Big Bang campaign. We'll see if he finds anything. And they choose to just leave, being a little hurt. Tony's still behind though, could cause some chaos.
Yeah, he
but it looks like
them right now. He's on 1 health. Tony on 1 health, managing to get out. You know, it's the pocket escape plan coming in big right now. And we do have Milky's trying to regress right now, trying to force out
but he does have full Uber, and there's 20 seconds left. They have to make this quick, or else this round may be over. Luddy nowhere near Uber, so they simply have to take this pop. Pandu will die, Scarfs will die, and I think this may be the round.
Yeah, I don't think there's much that Milky's can do right now.
Not even at the point.
No.
And that'll be a quick 2-0 for the first half of Alan Gaming.
Yeah, I mean, I thought Alan Gaming was gonna win, you know, but I didn't think it was gonna be this dominant. It just looked like Milky's was having a lot of trouble just pushing in, and when they had Uber, they were very scared to use it, and someone on the flank or maybe a scout would get dropped before they used.
Yeah, totally. Milky's didn't really ever have a clean entry.
Yeah, and Alan Gaming was just, I don't know, on the mids they were a lot more dominant. I think their soldier coordination was a bit better. And yeah, I don't know. I'm interested to see the logs here. As I say that though, Alan Gaming readying right up, hoping to go on this momentum. But you know, let's see if we can look at a few logs here real quick.
Sure.
All right, because I'm really interested to see the soldier difference right now, because I've seen like Glopers and Proton trying to go behind and trying to make space for their team, but it just doesn't seem like it's been followed up on nearly as well as it has for Row Pieces and Tony.
Agreed. The soldier difference is definitely noticeable here, at least just if you look at the stats. Letty only dying once too, though, so...
Yeah, a very impressive stat line from Dylan, not dying at all, which on King of a Hill is very hard. I think I can only remember one medic who got a perfect game on King of a Hill, and that was May back in like season 27. So very good from Dylan. I remember last
Totally.
game he was surviving a lot when he needed to, and I think his positioning has just been helping his team out. Yeah. And I'm not sure if that's the case of him having better positioning or the bombs on the side of Tony and Rowe just being better at catching out Luddy. Um,
Yeah. But definitely, the soldiers on Allen Gaming are definitely doing work. They're just making so much space and just able to initiate for their team.
yeah, and Soldier, like we were saying before, Slug. It's on this map. You go behind, you distract, you be a nuisance, and you just kind of create chaos for your team. And I think that's what Rowe and Tony have been doing really well. And I've seen a lot of good kills on the side of Bumbo as well, following up on those distraction plays. But
Yeah,
coming in here, what do you think Milky's has to do to get back in?
I think it just seems that Allen Gaming is just so fast with their aggression. So either Milky's needs to try and be faster, or they need to prepare everything towards that aggression and not try to aggress later. And to play a little more defense on the mids at least.
Yeah. So you think it's better for them to maybe play this mid out a bit slower?
Well,
No.
they haven't really matched the pace of Allen Gaming, so it might be worth it to just see.
Yeah. Oh, with that being
Proton
said,
with a
though,
quick bomb, and it looks like Milky's are the first to take aggression here. They get all across point, but a
oh my
big
god.
from Clean Buddy here. May find Letty will get cleaned up by Big Bang Campaign. And the
Oh my
regression, Tony
god,
with a large bomb.
Tony! He managed to get 4 kills right there, completely destroying. It is just Yerb and Glopers alive right now.
And
Um,
Glopers is looking to contest here,
it is
but
the
I think he
classic,
may just back up. Soldier versus
yeah,
Scout.
Soldier versus Scout.
Proton quick,
Proton,
however.
yeah, in back here. It does look like both teams trying to reaggress, but I think there are more spawns on the side of Allen Gaming right now. And is this going to be maybe a second mid fight?
It looks like it, but that cap time will play into the game. Proton finding Clean Buddy. Glopers and Proton both behind right now. They need to get back in quick. The fight's still going on. Scarce and Letty will go down to Tony and Hunter.
Yeah, and it just looks like, you know, Milky's tried to regress there, and I think that was a good call, but they just did not get the positioning or the high ground, and I
Yeah.
think they were very spread out. They
Milky said
didn't
both
play
their
together
soldiers
as a team.
behind, and I think Allen Gaming recognized that, and they just moved forward. And they just won that fight with all the extra projectiles.
Yeah, it's the classic ignore the guy behind, let's just go forward.
And
And
now Dylan's sitting here with full Uber ad. We're going to be seeing another 4-man, most likely out of Milky's.
yeah, let's see what they can do to maybe equalize the situation. Looks like they're going to be doing a 4-man with the bombs from Proton and Clippers coming in here. Proton
Dylan will
dying.
drop.
Oh, very nice pickoff on the side of Big Bang Campaign, getting that shot off, and it is going to be
Wow.
Milky's finally with
That was a really nice 4-man. They had both soldiers land at the same time, but one landed at the back, and one started at the edge of the front, but he didn't fully peek, so the trap wouldn't kill him. And they just spammed from all angles, and they were able to get the drop.
Yes, very well executed on the side of the Milkies, which is what they need to get back into this match. As I say that they are reaggressing the point, they are taking their high ground right now. Scarps and Proton trying to force
Tony
out
with the
Allen
bomb,
Gaming.
however, will go behind and draw some eyes. And wow, the high ground, Bumbo just uncontested, able to find stuff. But Glippers will find a pick onto Tony, but the Uber does get forced out. And it looks like Dylan should be able to kite this one.
Yeah, it just seems like every Uber Milkies use, Allen Gaming is just out of there and scattering to the wind.
Yeah, it's just never in their favor. They never choose to use on their own terms.
Yeah, and Milky's all like bundled up in this valley area right now, taking a lot of the same span, trying to regress onto their high ground.
They find a pick on a Clean Buddy here. This will make their entrance a little easier. Glopers able to go behind, draw some eyes. They have to make sure that they work off this aggression though. Scarce fighting on the left here, and they Uber through. Glopers will die for it, but it looks like the rest of Milky's should be able to kite at least the combo.
and Luddy does get out, which is very big. I'm not sure. I think they can still get Uber in time, so they will have Uber to
Hmm.
push out on, which is going to be key.
However,
Hopefully,
this is still an uncapped round for the side of Milkies. It's been so far a perfect round on the side of Allen Gaming.
yeah,
So they only
like
have 15 seconds here, and this Uber has to come quick, and they have to make sure they're on point.
yeah, they cannot hesitate whatsoever. They're coming up through their valley area, going through their
Through
shed
their house
actually.
here. They use through. They have to make sure they're on the point, though.
Oh,
Scarf gets launched in, and no one on red. Oh, they managed to get on point.
yeah, Scarves does manage to
They
pick
find
up
two
Dylan,
picks. They do find Dylan. Clean Buddy with the bomb here.
and it
And
looks
it
like they
looks
do
like
have good
they will
cap
be able
time
to
right
get this
here.
point
It's just
here.
yeah, it's just Bumbo and Tony up right now. Actually, as I say that, Tony denying as long as he can, but
Yeah.
it's not going to be enough.
Bumbo in the backlines, though, maybe causing some chaos. Onto Letty will get two-shot by Big Bang Campaign.
All right, and now Milky's finally caps for the first time in the second half, and they've got to hold this for 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Letty
Which
does have 50 ad here, so that will make this hold a little easier for them. We'll see if Allen Gaming opts to just wait it out, or if they will end up sacking and just pressuring.
yeah, looks like they're trying to take a bit of space here. As I see, Dylan usually kind of pushing in with his team here. So Europe
Yerb does
does go
dive to a
down,
trap.
and it looks like Allen Gaming just gonna play this passively, just gonna spam,
Yeah.
maybe bait
They know
out
Letty
the
has Uber
Uber
here,
from
so
yeah. Actually, looks like they're
not much
trying to
they can
bait
really do
out the
here.
Uber.
It's looking like a semi four-man here. The demo man, the soldiers all bombing, and Letty will drop.
Oh,
A really
that's a
nice
very
collapse
good
from Allen
bomb in.
Gaming.
Yeah, I have to agree. That was really textbook. You know, Hunter and Rowe and Tony all doing work on that
Yeah.
four-man in. And now Allen Gaming gonna have 100% Uber to push
Letty and
in.
Pandu aren't even up yet, so this is going to be an insanely good Uber for them if they choose to just take it across point. Red team has to play this so passive because they just don't have neither their demo or their medic. And Big Bang Campaign and Gloopers will go down. As Uber gets popped out, Proton will die. And it looks like this might be a wipe on the side of Milkies and another round for Allen Gaming.
Yeah, it does look like Pandu does manage
Wow.
to take down Rowe, but he didn't get the other 5 players. So, you know, Milky's back's against the wall. It does not
Yeah, no
look
kidding.
too good for them at all right now. We're going into potentially the last round right now, and as we can see, it looks like Allen Gaming here going to be taking control of the high ground. Both teams playing it a bit more slowly. No aggression. As I
Yeah.
say that,
Tony
Tony
able to
does
go
go
behind
behind.
here. Glooper's also going behind here. Lands in the bottom of the shack as Tony goes behind. Which team will be the first to go? Tony with some backward spam, getting the team to draw some eyes, and it looks like Allen Gaming might be trying to walk across here. They find a pick on the Glopers. And Proton lands on top of the shack. Tony back in, will die, Yerb will die, and this fight could go either way, honestly.
Yeah, it really could. It looks
Hunter
like
finds a pick onto Letty, and Hunter and Clean Buddy will go down. But Dylan will escape with his full Uber ad as Red takes a point.
yeah, you know, I mean, their med did go down, but I do think this is the first mid that Milky's has won. So if there's
I
a
think so
time for a
too.
comeback, now's the time.
Totally. They have to kite this Uber pretty well, though, so we'll see how they have to take this against Dylan.
Yes. And Allen Gaming peeking from their kill box, coming in on the flank side, and this looks like it's going to be a double scout Uber right
They
now
Uber
onto
through.
Yerb and Bumbo.
It looks like Letty should be able to get out. It looks like everyone, except for maybe Glopers, should be able to kite this pretty well, and Yerb is found a pick as well.
Yeah,
So it looks like Milk could come right back in here.
yeah, looks like that's what they're trying to do from their valley area, getting right onto their house, trying to bully out, maybe deny this cap a little bit. A nice
They find
bombing
a
from
pick.
Tony.
Oh, Hunter connects the pipe onto Letty. A big collapse, and it looks like Dylan will escape again with his ad, but they haven't capped the point. So it looks like they're going to try and come back in here. But just with their heal advantage. They have
Yeah.
faster spawners, so
Yeah, they do have faster spawners, and they're going to be at around a 50% Uber advantage. So, Milky's did manage to get a solid minute off the time there, Slug. So I think this is probably the most in the lead for a round they've been. So
I think so too. Dylan does have basically full Uber ad. He doesn't have just yet, but he's going to have pretty soon here. So Milky's is probably opting to take another 4-man.
yeah, Proton bombing in here,
Solo
and they
gets
do
the
get
point,
the
and
Uber
he manages to
force.
find Yerb as well. Huge play from Proton. Glippers was
Yeah,
caught on the rest of the shack, so that four-man was essentially a one-man on the side of Proton, and he was able to find the force.
yeah, Luddy gonna be coming up on this 100% Uber ad right now, and this is gonna be a good chance for them to push out. They're still in the lead of time right now. They can. This is the best looking round they've had yet, and as they're moving through this
Totally.
kill box to try and get in, as I say that Tony does fly in behind, drawing back a soldier, and as I
And
say
Scarce
that
is
Scarps,
in.
he gets
Deja
launched
vu.
up in the air.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
that
looks
is.
like Alan Gaming is able to just kite once again, and now they have to worry about Tony as they recap this point. Tony's back in instantly. Onto the demo. Huge bomb from Tony. We'll find Pandu and Sarfs.
Yeah, and it's just a massacre right here on the point, and it looks like Allen Gaming is going to come up on top, and with a full Uber, Dylan not dying at all in that exchange, so that's
Yep.
going to be really good for Allen Gaming. Milkies, they do have time on point. They could maybe try and go for a little sneaky cap, but, time about even now in Allen Gaming's favor.
Yeah, Alan Gaming holding this point pretty aggressively here. Not really giving them room to even get on high ground.
Glopers does go in behind right here in a little 1v1 with Rowe. Rowe
And
does
will
win.
find him.
Yeah, Rowe's gonna win that one, and Milky's trying to do something. A man down and down at Uber ad. So they're just peeking this point from Valley, trying to
It
see if they
looks like
can get
Letty's just trying to
anything.
get it looks like Letty's just trying to get Uber here. As he's at 95 right now. And they're probably gonna just take an exchange and we'll see if it works out in their favor.
Yeah, playing in this Valley area. As I say that, Tony does go in behind, gets taken down by Big Bang Campaign,
We'll make this shit a
and the
little
Uber
easier,
comes
but it's
out.
another Scarf solo. We'll have to see if nice. Scarf will find the pop. And Blue takes it across point here. Scarf's in the shack.
Yeah, he is drawing a lot of Allen Gaming's attention away, which may be beneficial for Milky's. As I say that, he
Both
does
soldiers
go
on
down.
height. Proton onto Hunter here, but he will die before he can get that pick.
This is
And
all
now
up to Pandu right now to try and clutch it. I believe in Pandu. He's got his scout buddy with him right now.
yeah.
They're just trying to hold on for dear life right now, whatever they can
Milkies will
do.
get their spawners sooner here. And it looks like they're edging point, so they are going to have a little bit of a window here that they can work with. Hunter connecting some nice pipes and good damage across point. Proton on the height, and they are able to edge this, and they manage to find the point here.
Yeah, so now we've just got to hold it for roughly 2 minutes here. It is doable. I've seen bigger comebacks, and I'm putting my faith in Milky's right now. I wanna
Me
see the
too.
comeback.
It is even Ubers, so we'll see how AG takes this exchange.
Yeah, looks like they're going to be coming up from Valley right now.
Quick, and just instantly over their shack.
Yeah,
Just the
they've
high
been
ground
so
presence
good
is
at
just
getting
so
high
dominant.
ground. Yeah, and look
And
at
Tony's
this.
behind.
Oh my god. The Uber force out, both Ubers on point being traded
So
right
much
now.
chaos from the side of AG, and it looks like this collapse has potential for a lot. And they're able to just edge a point. They're all in the trap.
Someone needs to get on point now from MILKIES,
And
please.
that's game. Wow.
GG's being
A
thrown in the
4-0.
chat. Yeah. That was dominant from Allen Gaming.
Agreed. That's about as dominant as it can get.
Yeah, that really is, I think maybe 2 of those rounds were like perfect and Milky's never capped once. And even when Milky's did cap, it was only for like a minute or two. It was never super close. And it just seemed like Allen Gaming's aggression and just high ground control was much better at than Milky's. I don't know.
Yeah, I think their collapses and Ubers, Tony every time was just behind, but he just caused chaos and just pinch every Uber. And their high ground control was, as you said, just so textbook.
Yeah, it really was. And I think maybe a part of the problem is too is that Allen Gaming was so good at also just kiting Milky's Ubers, and
Agreed.
I'm not sure if that's down to Milky's like delaying Uber. There were a few times where they really just could have pushed upon like, across point like super aggressively, but they kind of stalled and they ended up dropping players. And then they just Uber in this awkward position where, well, let's use because we have Uber ad, but they weren't in a good actual position on the map to catch anyone out.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's basically exactly what was happening. The Ubers just never seemed like it was their own choice. And when it was just too late of a call.
Yeah, it really did. Allen Gaming was just better at kiting, and I think, I liked the idea of the soldiers on Milky's trying to go in behind there, from Proton and Glurpas, but it just seemed like they'd go in behind, they'd get someone to chase them, but they just die.
Yeah, Allen Gaming was pretty adamant with making sure that that person behind never did anything. They would usually have one person hard commit and have another person, help them out just in case something happens. But it seemed like whenever someone on Allen Gaming would go behind, it would just cause so much more chaos, and the potential for a pinch was just insane.
Yeah. And, looking at these logs here, this is the case for the first half logs and the second half logs. Top damager actually is going to go to Pandu. So
Mm.
that makes me wonder if it's just them not focus firing, because if they had the damage from their demo, were they just not committing on the right people, on the right players,
I think,
or
however, if you do look at the full first half log, it was Pandu and then every single person on the side of Allen Gaming next.
yeah,
So overall, definitely more damage coming out from Allen Gaming.
if you're, that's the demo life right there. You're top damaging, but you're getting 0 kills. It's all right.
Yeah.
And so, wow, I'm kind of shocked, because both these teams, I think they were both 3-1 before
Yeah.
this,
Mhm.
kind of top dogs of Div 1 right now, at least. And do you think the scoreline is down to it being, King of the Hill, a bit of a wacky one at that? It's not Viaduct.
Well, I wouldn't say so. I think King of the Hill is always kind of regarded as like a potential for an upset win, but it just Allen Gaming was just so dominant tonight. They just basically quick 2-0s, both halves, in and out of the server. It's just I don't think you can blame that one on Koth.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't gonna say so either, but in all of these, I'd be interested to see what the map picks and bans for this was.
Mhm.
See maybe if Allen Gaming picked this,
No,
because
MILKIES picked this map.
interesting,
Mhm.
interesting.
Leading up to this match, I think they were screwing it a little bit and they felt pretty confident on it. So this was definitely not what they were expecting.
Yeah, that's even more unfortunate, because it's one thing, if the other team picks a map and you're like, well, guess this is it. But for that to be your map pick, they got to get to the drawing board. They got to figure out what went wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. So that is going to be the score line for Milky's versus Allen Gaming, 4-1 to Allen Gaming. A great performance from Allen Gaming. Specifically, I think the soldiers. I don't know about you, Slug, but I'm going to put them as my MVPs for the game.
Yeah, I think Tony had some insane bombs. I think Tony had at least a couple 2 or 3K bombs. I'd say like a good amount.
Yeah, and uh, yeah, it just was so dominant. But a fun match to watch. Nonetheless, I do not know if we are going to have our analyst Jermon come in here. Right. In which case, I'm not sure if that's going to be it for tonight. Slug, any final thoughts about the match?
Not much. I think this just solidifies Allen Gaming to just like being a dominant threat within Div 1, especially when both these teams were 3-1.
Yeah, this is a very strong performance from them, establishing themselves as the leaders right now, the alpha of the pack, if you will. And I'm very excited to see their journey through Div 1. And unless we have anything I think that's gonna be it for us at Fireside. Any any shout outs you'd like to give, Slug?
Shout out Letty.
All right, shout out to Luddy. I'm gonna shout out my team minus rep, and shout out to production and all of you for watching.
Yeah. Have a good night.
Good night.